Imagine diving beneath the surface of the ocean. As the sunlight slowly fades, an entirely different world begins to appear. Coral reefs burst with vibrant colors, schools of shimmering fish move together like dancing clouds, and strange creatures hide among rocks and underwater caves. The ocean covers more than 71% of Earth's surface and is home to millions of species, many of which scientists are still discovering today. Fish are among the oldest vertebrate animals on our planet. They first appeared more than 500 million years ago, long before dinosaurs ever walked the Earth. Over millions of years, they evolved into an incredible variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. Some fish are only a few centimeters long, while others grow longer than a city bus. Some live in warm tropical waters filled with colorful coral reefs, while others survive in the freezing Arctic Ocean or even in the pitch-black depths thousands of meters below the surface. Every fish has developed unique survival skills. Some rely on incredible speed to escape danger. Others use camouflage to disappear into their surroundings, while some carry venomous spines or powerful jaws to defend themselves. Every day beneath the waves is a constant battle between predators and prey, where only the smartest and strongest survive. In this documentary, we'll discover 10 of the ocean's most fascinating fish. You'll learn what they eat, how they hunt, how long they live, what animals they fear, how they protect themselves, and the incredible adaptations that make them perfectly suited for life underwater. Some of these fish are peaceful giants, while others are among the ocean's deadliest hunters. But each one plays an essential role in keeping marine ecosystems healthy and balanced. So, take a deep breath, dive beneath the waves, and let's begin our journey into one of the most mysterious places on Earth, the fearless guardian of the sea anemone. The clownfish is one of the world's most recognizable ocean fish. Its bright orange body decorated with bold white stripes makes it easy to identify. Although it is only about 10 to 18 centimeters long, this tiny fish has become famous around the world because of its colorful appearance and fascinating lifestyle. Clownfish live in the warm tropical waters of the Indian Ocean, the Western Pacific Ocean, the Red Sea, and around Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Unlike many other reef fish, clownfish spend nearly their entire lives living inside sea anemones. These soft-bodied marine animals have tentacles covered with venom that can sting and kill most fish. Surprisingly, clownfish have developed a special layer of mucus on their skin that protects them from these deadly stings. This unusual partnership is one of the best examples of mutualism in nature. The clownfish receives protection from predators, while the sea anemone benefits because the clownfish cleans away parasites, removes dead tentacles, scares away butterfly fish that feed on anemones, and even provides nutrients through its waste. Clownfish are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. Their diet includes algae growing on rocks, tiny shrimp, plankton, copepods, fish eggs, worms, and leftover food captured by the sea anemone. They constantly search for small bits of food near their home, rarely swimming more than a few meters away. Although they appear peaceful, clownfish are surprisingly territorial. If another clownfish enters their anemone, they aggressively chase it away using quick movements and repeated bites. Their small size doesn't stop them from defending their home against fish much larger than themselves. A healthy clownfish usually lives between 6 and 10 years in the wild, although individuals living in protected aquariums have survived for more than 20 years with proper care. Despite living among poisonous tentacles, clownfish still face many dangers. Large groupers, snappers, lionfish, eels, and reef sharks all consider clownfish an easy meal. If forced to leave the safety of their anemone, they become extremely vulnerable. One of the most amazing facts about clownfish is that every individual is born male. Inside each group, there is one dominant female, one breeding male, and several smaller males. If the female dies, the largest male naturally changes into a female, allowing the group to continue reproducing without finding a new mate. This remarkable transformation is one of nature's most extraordinary survival strategies. Clownfish are active throughout the day. They spend their time cleaning the anemone, searching for food, chasing away intruders, and caring for their eggs. During the breeding season, the female lays hundreds of eggs on a rock close to the anemone. The male carefully guards the eggs, cleaning them with his fins and protecting them from predators until they hatch about a week later. Although clownfish are currently not endangered, Climate change and coral reef destruction threaten their homes. Rising ocean temperatures cause coral bleaching, which damages the reefs and sea anemones they depend on for survival. Tiny but incredibly brave, the clownfish proves that courage isn't measured by size. The colorful reef cleaner. The blue tang is one of the brightest fish swimming through tropical coral reefs. Its electric blue body, black curved markings, and vivid yellow tail make it one of the most beautiful fish in the ocean. Blue tangs are found throughout the coral reefs of the Caribbean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, and many tropical waters. They spend almost their entire lives surrounded by colorful corals where food and shelter are plentiful. Unlike fierce predators, blue tangs are mainly herbivores. They feed almost constantly on algae growing over coral reefs. This simple diet plays a huge role in protecting the reef ecosystem. By eating algae, blue tangs prevent it from covering and suffocating living corals, allowing the reef to remain healthy and vibrant. Occasionally, they also eat tiny plankton, small crustaceans, and microscopic marine organisms floating in the water. An adult blue tang grows between 20 and 30 centimeters long and usually lives for 15 to 20 years in the wild. Healthy individuals in protected environments may survive even longer. Although they are fast swimmers, blue tangs are hunted by many predators. Barracudas, large groupers, moray eels, snappers, and reef sharks all search for opportunities to catch them. To survive, blue tangs rely on several clever defenses. Their bright colors may seem obvious during the day, but at night their body turns much darker, helping them blend into the reef while sleeping. They also have razor-sharp defensive spines near the base of their tail. These sharp scalpels can slash attackers trying to bite them, giving the fish valuable time to escape. Blue tangs usually travel in large schools. Swimming together reduces the chance that any one fish will become a predator's next meal. When danger appears, hundreds of blue tangs suddenly change direction at the same time, confusing predators with their synchronized movements. Their eyesight is excellent, allowing them to spot approaching danger from long distances. They also possess a highly sensitive lateral line running along both sides of their body, enabling them to detect vibrations and movements in the surrounding water. During breeding season, blue tangs gather in massive groups. Females release millions of eggs into the water while males release sperm simultaneously. Ocean currents carry the fertilized eggs away, where they eventually hatch into tiny transparent larvae before growing into colorful adults. One fascinating behavior is their daily cleaning routine. Blue tangs spend hours carefully grazing algae from rocks and coral surfaces. In doing so, they act like underwater gardeners, helping maintain one of the planet's richest ecosystems. Today, blue tangs face increasing threats from pollution, coral bleaching, and illegal collection for the aquarium trade. Protecting coral reefs is essential for their long-term survival. Beautiful, hardworking, and incredibly important, the blue tang reminds us that even small fish can make a huge difference to the health of our oceans. The beautiful predator with a deadly secret. Few fish are as breathtaking and as dangerous as the lionfish. With long feather-like fins, bold stripes of red, brown, and white, and elegant venomous spines extending from its body, the lionfish looks almost like an underwater work of art. Native to the warm waters of the Indo-Pacific Ocean and the Red Sea, lionfish inhabit coral reefs, rocky coastlines, underwater caves, and seagrass beds. However, they have also spread into the Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea, where they have become one of the world's most destructive invasive species. Lionfish are skilled ambush predators. Rather than chasing prey over long distances, they slowly approach with graceful movements. When close enough, they suddenly spread their large fins, cornering the prey before swallowing it whole in less than a second. Their menu includes small reef fish, shrimp, crabs, juvenile lobsters, squid, and many other marine animals. A single lionfish can consume dozens of young fish every day, making it a serious threat to native reef populations where natural predators are scarce. Adult lionfish usually grow between 30 and 45 centimeters long and can live for 10 to 15 years. They are mainly active during dawn, dusk, and nighttime when many prey species are less alert. Perhaps their greatest defense is their venomous spines. 18 sharp spines along their back, sides, and belly contain powerful venom capable of causing extreme pain, swelling, nausea, and temporary paralysis in humans. Although lionfish rarely attack people, accidental contact can be extremely painful. Because of these venomous spines, adult lionfish have very few natural predators. Large sharks, giant groupers, moray eels, and some species of sea bass occasionally eat them, but most predators learn to avoid their dangerous spines. Lionfish rely on excellent eyesight, especially in low-light conditions, allowing them to hunt efficiently even after sunset. They often hover motionless above coral before launching lightning-fast attacks. One incredible feature of the lionfish is its expandable stomach. After catching a large meal, it can stretch its stomach dramatically, allowing it to consume prey nearly half its own body size. During reproduction, females release tens of thousands of eggs every few days throughout the year. These eggs float with ocean currents, enabling lionfish populations to spread rapidly across vast distances. Scientists continue working to control invasive lionfish populations because they reproduce quickly and consume enormous numbers of native reef fish, disrupting fragile marine ecosystems. Elegant, patient, and highly efficient, the lionfish perfectly demonstrates that in nature, beauty can also be one of the deadliest weapons. The gentle giant of the open ocean. Imagine looking up underwater and seeing what appears to be a giant bird flying gracefully through the sea. With enormous wing-like fins stretching up to 7 meters or 23 feet across, the manta ray is one of the most majestic fish in the ocean. Despite its massive size, this incredible animal is completely harmless to humans and spends its life peacefully gliding through warm tropical and subtropical waters. Manta rays are found in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They prefer warm coastal waters, coral reefs, and open oceans where food is plentiful. Unlike stingrays, manta rays do not have a venomous tail, making them gentle giants of the sea. A fully grown giant oceanic manta ray can weigh over 2,000 kilograms, or more than 4,400 pounds. Their enormous triangular fins allow them to fly underwater with incredible elegance, using very little energy as they travel hundreds of kilometers across the ocean. Although they are among the largest fish on Earth, manta rays feed on some of the smallest creatures in the ocean. Their favorite food includes plankton, krill, fish eggs, tiny shrimp, and microscopic crustaceans. As they swim with their mouths wide open, two special fins on either side of their head guide food-rich water into their mouths. Their gills then filter out tiny organisms while clean water flows back into the sea. Because their food is so small, manta rays must constantly search for areas where plankton is abundant. They often gather in large feeding groups near nutrient-rich waters, especially during seasonal plankton blooms. Manta rays are remarkably intelligent. Scientists believe they possess the largest brain of any fish species. They can recognize individual manta rays, solve simple problems, and even display curiosity toward divers. Many divers report that manta rays sometimes approach humans without fear, circling them slowly before swimming away. Their eyesight is excellent, allowing them to locate food and navigate long migrations. They also use highly sensitive sensory organs to detect electrical signals produced by other animals. Despite their enormous size, manta rays have enemies. Killer whales and large sharks, especially tiger sharks and great hammerheads, occasionally attack younger or injured individuals. However, the greatest threat comes from humans. Fishing nets, plastic pollution, boat collisions, and illegal hunting have caused manta populations to decline in many parts of the world. Manta rays often visit special locations known as cleaning stations. Here, tiny cleaner wrasse and cleaner shrimp remove parasites and dead skin from their bodies. During these visits, the giant rays remain almost motionless, while the tiny cleaners do their work. This peaceful relationship benefits both species. Manta rays reproduce very slowly. Females usually give birth to only one pup every 2 to 5 years after a pregnancy lasting about 13 months. This slow reproduction makes population recovery extremely difficult if their numbers decline. Their average lifespan ranges from 40 to over 50 years, although researchers believe some individuals may live even longer. Watching a manta ray glide effortlessly through crystal clear water is like watching a bird soar across the sky. Their peaceful nature reminds us that not every giant in the ocean is a predator. The ultimate ocean predator. Few creatures inspire as much respect and fascination as the great white shark. For millions of years, this incredible predator has ruled the oceans, using powerful muscles, razor-sharp teeth, and extraordinary senses to hunt with remarkable precision. Great white sharks inhabit coastal waters across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They prefer cooler, temperate waters but are capable of traveling thousands of kilometers during seasonal migrations. An adult female can grow more than 6 meters, or 20 feet, long and weigh over 2,200 kilograms. Their torpedo-shaped bodies are built for speed, allowing them to burst through the water at nearly 56 kilometers per hour or 35 miles per hour. Great white sharks are carnivores. Young sharks feed mainly on fish, rays, squid, and smaller sharks. As they grow larger, their diet expands to include seals, sea lions, dolphins, sea turtles, and occasionally the carcasses of whales. One of the shark's greatest weapons is its incredible sense of smell. It can detect tiny traces of blood dissolved in seawater from great distances. But smell is only part of the story. Its hearing detects low-frequency sounds produced by struggling animals. Its sharp eyesight works surprisingly well both during the day and in dim underwater light. Tiny sensory organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini allow it to detect weak electrical signals generated by the muscles and heartbeat of nearby animals, even if they are hidden beneath sand. The great white also has several rows of triangular teeth. If one tooth breaks during feeding, another immediately moves forward to replace it. Throughout its lifetime, a shark may lose and replace more than 30,000 teeth. Despite being powerful predators, great white sharks are not fearless. Young sharks often avoid larger sharks, while adult great whites sometimes retreat when confronted by orcas, also known as killer whales. Orcas have been observed flipping sharks upside down, causing temporary paralysis before attacking. Unlike many fish, great white sharks must keep swimming to ensure a constant flow of oxygen-rich water passes over their gills. This means they rarely stop moving. Their reproduction is still not fully understood. Females give birth to live young after carrying them for over a year. Inside the womb, the strongest embryos even consume unfertilized eggs, ensuring only the healthiest pups survive. Great white sharks usually live between 40 and 70 years, making them one of the longest living predatory fish. Sadly, despite their fearsome reputation, humans are the greatest threat to great white sharks. Many are accidentally caught in fishing gear, while pollution and habitat loss continue to affect their populations. Without great white sharks, marine ecosystems would become unbalanced. By controlling seal and fish populations, they help maintain healthy ocean food chains. The true king of the ocean isn't cruel. It is simply one of nature's most perfectly evolved predators, the high-speed champion of the sea. If there were an Olympic race for fish, tuna would almost certainly win the gold medal. These remarkable swimmers are among the fastest and most powerful fish on Earth, built for speed, endurance, and long-distance travel. Several species of tuna live throughout the Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, and Southern Oceans. Some remain near coastlines, while others spend most of their lives crossing the open ocean. Depending on the species, tuna can range from less than 1 meter to over 3 meters long. The Atlantic bluefin tuna, the largest member of the family, can weigh more than 680 kilograms, making it one of the ocean's most impressive fish. Tuna are carnivorous hunters. Their favorite meals include sardines, anchovies, mackerel, squid, octopus, crustaceans, and smaller fish. They hunt in groups, surrounding schools of fish before attacking with incredible speed. Unlike most fish, tuna have a unique circulatory system that helps keep parts of their bodies warmer than the surrounding water. This allows their muscles to work more efficiently, giving them exceptional endurance and speed even in colder oceans. Their streamlined bodies reduce water resistance, while their crescent-shaped tails provide enormous power. Some tuna can swim at speeds exceeding 75 kilometers per hour, making them among the fastest fish ever recorded. Another extraordinary ability is migration. Many tuna travel thousands of kilometers every year, crossing entire oceans in search of food and suitable breeding grounds. Scientists have tracked individual tuna swimming from one side of the Pacific Ocean to the other. Their large eyes provide excellent vision, helping them locate prey in open water. They also rely on their lateral line system to detect nearby movement and changes in water pressure. Despite their speed, tuna still face many dangers. Sharks, killer whales, marlins, and large predatory fish hunt younger tuna. However, the greatest threat comes from commercial fishing. Tuna are among the world's most valuable seafood species, and overfishing has caused serious declines in several populations, especially Atlantic bluefin tuna. Tuna reproduce by releasing millions of eggs into open water during spawning season. Only a tiny fraction survive to adulthood because many eggs and larvae become food for other marine animals. Depending on the species, tuna may live anywhere from 15 to over 40 years. Larger species generally enjoy longer lifespans. One remarkable fact about tuna is that they rarely stop swimming. Continuous movement allows oxygen-rich water to pass across their gills, while also helping maintain their body temperature and muscle efficiency. Fast, powerful, and endlessly determined, tuna are true endurance athletes of the underwater world, demonstrating that survival often depends on speed, teamwork, and constant movement. The lightning-fast gladiator of the ocean. Deep in the open ocean lives one of the fastest and most powerful hunters on Earth, the magnificent swordfish. Named for the long, flat bill extending from its upper jaw, this remarkable fish has fascinated sailors and scientists for centuries. Strong, intelligent, and built for speed, the swordfish is a true master of the deep blue sea. Swordfish are found in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They prefer tropical and temperate waters but are highly migratory, traveling thousands of kilometers every year. During the day, they often dive to depths of more than 2,000 feet, where sunlight barely reaches. At night, they return closer to the surface to hunt. An adult swordfish can grow over 4.5 meters, or nearly 15 feet, long and weigh more than 650 kilograms. Females are usually much larger than males and can live longer as well. Swordfish are carnivores with an impressive appetite. They feed on squid, mackerel, herring, sardines, flying fish, and many species of deep-sea fish. Instead of using their long bill like a spear, they slash through schools of fish with incredible speed, injuring or stunning several prey at once before turning around to eat them. Their bodies are perfectly designed for speed. They have a streamlined shape, powerful muscles, and a crescent-shaped tail that acts like a high-performance engine. Scientists estimate that swordfish can swim at speeds approaching 100 kilometers or 60 miles per hour, making them among the fastest fish in the ocean. Another amazing adaptation is their ability to keep their eyes and brain warmer than the surrounding water. Special muscles generate heat, allowing the swordfish to see clearly even in the cold, dark depths where many other predators struggle. Their eyesight is outstanding, especially in low-light conditions. Combined with their speed, this makes them deadly hunters during nighttime. Young swordfish must be careful because they can become prey for sharks, marlins, and killer whales. Adult swordfish have very few natural predators thanks to their size, strength, and incredible speed. Even large sharks often avoid a healthy adult swordfish because its powerful bill can inflict serious injuries. Swordfish are mostly solitary animals. Unlike tuna, they prefer hunting alone rather than in groups. They quietly patrol the open ocean, searching for the perfect opportunity to attack. During the breeding season, females release millions of tiny eggs into warm ocean waters. The eggs drift with the currents until they hatch into transparent larvae. Only a very small percentage survive, as countless predators feed on fish, eggs, and baby fish. Swordfish generally live between 9 and 15 years, although some females may survive for over 20 years. Unfortunately, commercial fishing poses the greatest threat to swordfish populations. They are highly valued around the world for their meat, and although conservation efforts have helped in some regions, sustainable fishing remains essential. The swordfish is a perfect combination of speed, intelligence, and precision. An underwater gladiator that has ruled the open ocean for millions of years. Number 3. Seahorse. The tiny fish where fathers give birth. Among all the fish living in the ocean, none are quite as unusual as the seahorse. At first glance, it hardly looks like a fish at all. With its horse-shaped head, curled tail, upright posture, and slow, graceful movements, the seahorse seems almost magical. More than 45 species of seahorses live in shallow tropical and temperate waters around the world. They are commonly found among coral reefs, mangrove forests, seagrass meadows, and underwater vegetation where they can easily hide from predators. Most seahorses are tiny. Depending on the species, they range from only 2 centimeters to about 35 centimeters in length. Unlike most fish, seahorses are poor swimmers. Instead of racing through the water, they rely on a tiny dorsal fin that beats up to 70 times every second. This keeps them moving slowly through the water while using very little energy. Because they are weak swimmers, seahorses spend much of their time anchored to seagrass or coral using their remarkable prehensile tails. Their tails work much like a monkey's hand, allowing them to grip plants tightly even during strong ocean currents. Seahorses feed almost continuously throughout the day. They have no teeth and no stomach. Using their long, tube-shaped snout, they suck tiny shrimp, copepods, plankton, fish larvae, and microscopic crustaceans directly into their mouths like a vacuum cleaner. Since food passes through their bodies very quickly, they must eat hundreds or even thousands of tiny creatures every day just to survive. Their greatest defense is camouflage. Seahorses can slowly change color to match nearby coral, seaweed, or rocks, making them extremely difficult for predators to see. Even with excellent camouflage, they still fear larger fish, rays, crabs, octopuses, sea turtles, and seabirds. Perhaps the seahorse's most famous feature is its extraordinary reproduction. Unlike any other fish, it is the male that becomes pregnant. During courtship, the female transfers her eggs into a special pouch on the male's abdomen. The male fertilizes the eggs inside the pouch, where they remain protected and supplied with oxygen and nutrients. After several weeks, the male experiences powerful contractions and gives birth to anywhere from a few dozen to more than 1,000 tiny baby seahorses. Each newborn is completely independent from the moment it enters the ocean. Sadly, very few babies survive because they quickly become food for countless marine predators. Most seahorses live between 1 and 5 years, depending on the species and environmental conditions. Today, seahorses face serious threats from habitat destruction, pollution, climate change, and illegal wildlife trade. Millions are collected every year for traditional medicine, souvenirs, and aquarium sales. Gentle, patient, and incredibly unique, the seahorse reminds us that nature often writes its own extraordinary rules. Number 2, anglerfish, the mysterious monster of the deep sea. Far below the reach of sunlight lies one of Earth's strangest environments, the deep ocean. Here, at depths of more than 1,000 meters, the pressure is crushing, temperatures are near freezing, and complete darkness surrounds everything. This is the home of one of the ocean's most terrifying predators, the anglerfish. The appearance of the anglerfish is unlike almost any other animal. It has a huge head, an enormous mouth filled with long, needle-like teeth, tiny eyes, loose dark skin, and a glowing lure that extends from the top of its head. This glowing lure is actually a modified spine containing special bacteria that produce light through a process known as bioluminescence. In the darkness of the deep sea, this tiny light acts like a fishing rod. Curious fish, shrimp, squid, and crustaceans swim toward the glow, believing it is food. When they come close enough, the anglerfish opens its giant mouth in a fraction of a second and swallows its prey whole. Its jaws can stretch incredibly wide, allowing it to consume animals nearly as large as itself. Because food is extremely scarce in the deep ocean, the anglerfish cannot afford to waste any opportunity. After a successful meal, its stomach expands dramatically, enabling it to store enough energy to survive for weeks or even months without eating again. Most female anglerfish grow between 20 and 100 centimeters long, while males are astonishingly small. In some species, the male measures only a few centimeters. The difference between males and females leads to one of the strangest reproductive strategies in nature. A tiny male spends its life searching for a female. Once he finds one, he bites onto her body and never lets go. Over time, his body fuses permanently with hers. Eventually, he loses his eyes, internal organs, and even his digestive system, surviving entirely through nutrients supplied by the female's bloodstream. In return, he provides sperm whenever the female is ready to reproduce. Scientists consider this one of the most unusual examples of permanent mating found anywhere in the animal kingdom. Despite their frightening appearance, anglerfish are not aggressive toward humans. In fact, encounters are extremely rare because they live so deep beneath the ocean surface. Their lifespan is estimated to be around 10 to 15 years, although much remains unknown due to the difficulty of studying deep-sea life. The biggest challenge for anglerfish is simply finding enough food in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Every feature of the anglerfish, from its glowing lure to its expandable stomach and bizarre reproduction, has evolved to solve the difficult problem of surviving in complete darkness. It may look like a monster from a science fiction movie, but it is actually one of nature's greatest masterpieces. Number 1. Whale shark. The gentle giant. The largest fish on Earth. Our journey through the underwater world ends with the undisputed giant of all fish, the magnificent whale shark. Although its name includes the word whale, the whale shark is not a whale. It is a fish, and it holds the incredible title of being the largest fish species on Earth. Imagine swimming beside a creature as long as a school bus. An adult whale shark can grow up to 18 meters, or nearly 60 feet, in length, and weigh more than 20 tons. Despite its enormous size, this giant is one of the gentlest animals in the ocean. Whale sharks live in warm tropical and subtropical oceans around the world. They can be found in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, often near coral reefs, coastal waters, and areas where plankton is abundant. Every year, thousands of whale sharks gather in places such as Mexico, Australia, the Philippines, the Maldives, and the Seychelles to feed during seasonal plankton blooms. One of the most amazing things about whale sharks is their diet. Unlike many large sharks that hunt seals or fish, whale sharks are filter feeders. Their favorite foods include plankton, krill, fish eggs, tiny shrimp, jellyfish, and microscopic marine animals. When feeding, a whale shark swims slowly with its huge mouth wide open. It can filter more than 6,000 liters of seawater every hour. Special filtering pads inside its mouth trap tiny food particles while clean water flows back through its gills. Even though a whale shark has thousands of tiny teeth, more than 3,000 in total, those teeth are almost useless for eating. Instead, the shark relies entirely on its filtering system. Whale sharks are peaceful travelers. Scientists have tracked individuals swimming thousands of kilometers across entire oceans. Some migrate from one continent to another, following warm water currents and seasonal food supplies. These giant fish are usually solitary, but when food becomes plentiful, dozens or even hundreds may gather together in the same area. Divers often describe swimming alongside whale sharks as one of the most unforgettable experiences of their lives because the sharks remain calm and show little interest in humans. Their skin is incredibly thick, reaching up to 15 centimeters in some places, making it one of the thickest skins found in the animal kingdom. Covering this skin are beautiful, white spots and stripes arranged in unique patterns. Just like human fingerprints, no two whale sharks have exactly the same pattern. Scientists use photographs of these spots to identify individual sharks and monitor their movements around the world. Although their eyesight is relatively small compared to their body, whale sharks rely heavily on their excellent sense of smell and their ability to detect vibrations in the water. These senses help them locate massive clouds of plankton even across long distances. Whale sharks are capable of diving deeper than 1,800 meters, where sunlight cannot reach. During these deep dives, water temperatures become extremely cold, yet the sharks continue searching for food before returning to warmer surface waters. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding whale sharks is reproduction. Scientists know that females give birth to live young rather than laying eggs. A single female may carry hundreds of developing babies inside her body, although only a limited number survive to birth. Baby whale sharks measure around 50 to 60 centimeters long and must survive completely on their own from the moment they are born. Whale sharks grow very slowly. Researchers believe they may not become fully mature until they are 25 to 30 years old. Their lifespan is estimated to be between 70 and 130 years, making them one of the longest living fish on Earth. Despite their enormous size, young whale sharks still face danger from larger sharks and killer whales. Adult whale sharks have very few natural predators, but they face a much greater threat from humans. Commercial fishing, accidental capture in fishing nets, ship strikes, ocean pollution, and climate change have caused populations to decline in several parts of the world. Plastic waste floating in the ocean is another growing problem because whale sharks may accidentally swallow plastic while filter feeding. Fortunately, many countries now protect whale sharks through conservation laws. Marine protected areas, responsible ecotourism, and international agreements are helping scientists better understand and conserve these incredible giants for future generations. The whale shark teaches us an important lesson. Being the biggest doesn't mean being the most dangerous. Sometimes, the largest creatures are also the gentlest. Before we finish our underwater adventure, here are some fascinating facts about the incredible world beneath the waves. The ocean covers more than 71% of Earth's surface and contains about 97% of all the water on our planet. Scientists estimate that more than 33,000 species of fish have already been identified, and new species continue to be discovered every year. In fact, experts believe thousands of fish are still waiting to be found in the unexplored depths of the ocean. More than 80% of the deep ocean remains unexplored. We know more about parts of the moon than we do about some regions beneath the sea. Some deep-sea fish create their own light through bioluminescence, helping them attract prey, communicate with mates, or hide from predators. The fastest fish ever recorded is believed to be the sailfish, capable of swimming at speeds approaching 110 kilometers per hour, while the swordfish and marlin are also among the ocean's fastest athletes. The smallest fish in the world measures less than 8 millimeters, while the whale shark grows longer than many city buses. Coral reefs cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, yet they provide homes for nearly 25% of all marine species. These underwater ecosystems are often called the rainforests of the sea. Healthy oceans also play a vital role in human life. Tiny marine plants known as phytoplankton produce more than half of the oxygen we breathe. Every second breath you take is connected to the ocean. Unfortunately, marine life faces growing threats from pollution, overfishing, habitat destruction, and climate change. Every piece of plastic that enters the ocean can remain there for decades, harming fish, turtles, seabirds, and countless other animals. Simple actions such as reducing plastic use, supporting sustainable seafood, protecting coral reefs, and keeping beaches clean can make a real difference. Our journey beneath the waves has introduced us to 10 extraordinary fish, each perfectly adapted to survive in one of Earth's most challenging environments. We met the fearless clownfish, living safely among poisonous sea anemones. We discovered how the colorful blue tang helps protect coral reefs by grazing on algae every day. We admired the elegant yet venomous lionfish, one of the ocean's most beautiful predators. We watched the graceful manta ray glide effortlessly through the sea while feeding on microscopic plankton. We explored the incredible hunting abilities of the mighty great white shark, one of nature's greatest predators. We raced alongside the lightning-fast tuna, capable of crossing entire oceans. We learned how the powerful swordfish uses its famous bill to slash through schools of fish. We marveled at the tiny seahorse, where fathers, not mothers, carry and give birth to babies. We entered the dark depths to meet the mysterious anglerfish, whose glowing lure has evolved into one of nature's most remarkable hunting tools. And finally, we stood beside the peaceful whale shark, the gentle giant that reminds us that strength and kindness can exist together. Every one of these fish has an important role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. Remove even one species, and the entire food chain can be affected. The ocean is not only home to incredible wildlife, it is also essential for life on Earth. It regulates our climate, produces much of the oxygen we breathe, supports millions of livelihoods, and holds countless scientific mysteries still waiting to be discovered. Protecting the ocean means protecting our future. Thank you for joining us on this incredible underwater adventure. If you enjoyed exploring the fascinating lives of these amazing ocean fish, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another journey into the wonders of nature. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, the greatest mysteries on Earth are often hidden beneath the waves.